for the privilege of being in your presence this morning. Thank you for another new. Thank you, Lord, for giving us the opportunity to appear before you. The Bible said that they go from strength to strength. Everyone of them can appear before the Lord. This morning we have come to glorify your name. We have come to exalt your name. We have come to thank you. Especially at the leadership and business service. I like you to, as long as you have breath in your nostrils, I am determined to see everyone fulfill, because God, that the kind of friends you have around you, to a large extent, can determine the direction of your life and destiny. He that walks with the wise shall be wise, but a companion of fools shall be destroyed. Move with determines your movements in life. There is a strength influence your spirit, and piercing their bodies is influence. Certain kind of dressing influence, certain kind of hairstyles influence. Sometimes the way we talk influence. 1 Corinthians chapter 15 verse 33 says, be not deceived, evil communication corrupt good manner. That means the communication system you have can affect your mannerism in life. So if you are communicating with evil people, it will corrupt your mannerism. It means that if you move with good people, it will what? It will impact your mannerism. It will help your mannerism. So when you see people with a sense of decorum, they have friends who have a sense of decorum. When you see people who are responsible, they have friends who are responsible. When you see arrogant people, check their friends. Most of them are arrogant. Because only you cannot be an arrogant person in the midst of 5 or 10 friends. So it's important. It's important. Friendship is important. And we went ahead and spoke about types of friendships and their impact on our lives. And we spoke about the first one, which is what? Divine friendship. Yeah? Are we together? We spoke about divine friendship, and we said divine friends are purpose builders. These are people that God sent to propel you into destiny. And we use David and Saul as example. You'll be hearing more of David and Saul, because that gave us a very vivid example of what friendship is all about. We said divine friends are not threatened by your success. Instead, they are inspired by your success, and they encourage you to become more successful. You know. Then we also spoke about the second one, which is what? Developmental friendships. Yeah? And we said those are growth enablers. They challenge you, they correct you, they help you, they support you, but by every means you must improve. When they are going for a program, they drag you there. If they are running a course, they encourage you to do the course. When they see something that will help you grow in life, they introduce you to it. The books, messages, tapes, and all of that. Discussions are towards the direction of growth. You know. And we said, those kind of friends will tell you to your face when you are wrong and still stand by you while you grow. And the third one we spoke about, which I will continue to dwell on today, is destructive friendships. Did I mention that last Sunday? Destructive friendships. And that's where my biggest concern lies. I began to talk about the fact that these are people that drain your focus. They kill your faith. They have a way of destroying your vision. They don't have value for what you represent in life. It's not important to them. Playing around is more important than growing. Playing is better for them than investing. They do not value serious moments. Every time is a joking time. These are destiny destroyers. And we spoke about, I remember we spoke about that some people are not evil, but they are an assignment from evil. We said they are not your enemies, but they are an assignment from the enemy. Because the enemy uses them as instruments to pull you down. And I remember saying vividly that some friendships do not look evil in appearance, but they are dangerous in impact. They are deadly. As you hang around such friends, your life begins to deteriorate. You begin to notice that your language is changing. Suddenly you are becoming someone that is become vulgar with your language. You speak nonsense. You now begin to insult people. You discover that your behavioral pattern begins to change, but negatively. You begin to lose value for seriousness, for the things that matter. Your attitude begins to be affected negatively. You realize that you are no longer driven in life again. That's deadly impact. You begin to lose your guard. So today, by the grace of God, I will try to hammer on that and then tell us a few more things and trust that God will help us. Listen, the essence is to help your realignment. Success is not accidental. Everything about your life must be properly planned, including the people that hang around you. Some of you have been with me for 8 years of this ministry. You know my friends. It is not a secret. I don't have any secret friend anywhere. As your pastor, you know my friends. Hallelujah. There are people that when they enter your life, they waste your time. And time is life. Are you with me? Teach us to number our days. Days are calculated in time. 24 hours is what makes a day. So I can say, teach us to number our 24 hours. That's why you celebrate your birthday. Your birthday is a accumulation of the time you have spent in the last 1 year. Am I correct? So you see that anyone that wastes your time is wasting your life. These are people that distort your value system. They mock your principles. They mock your standards. They ask you, are you the only one? They make light of your belief system. The things that has made you who you are is inconsequential to them. These are destructive friends, sir. People that introduce you to what society is against. You enter a place and you look odd. The only odd person among them, because so once you are in the midst of your friends, you are normal with them. Because based on the same feather flock together. But every time you move away from the circle into another cycle, you look odd. You look odd. They introduce you to systems that does not align with life. Even your family that gave birth to you begin to complain about you. But at that point, The influence of those destructive friends has become stronger than the influence of the family that you came from. So you will fight your family. Fight everyone that means a lot to you. In fact, some people go as long as breaking relationships. You're already dating a girl or a guy, but because you have made some stupid friends, they make you to break that relationship. And you begin to follow them. They introduce you to bad systems, evil cultures. That's why you see people joining cults, going to shrines. They introduce you to things that will destroy you. Alcoholism, smoking. Some people go beyond normal smoking. They begin to smoke hemps and all of that. Taking hard drugs. So every person you see on the road that is misbehaving was once gentle. It is influence that has turned them to like that. All those agberos were not agberos when they were small. It's the streets that has turned them to be like that. And on the streets, you find destructive influences. You don't find constructive influence on the streets. They're not there. You need to look for them outside the streets. But you see, what is not good is always common. That's why evil is on the streets. Evil is on the streets. Are you with me? Evil on the streets. They mock your purity. When you tell them you are a virgin, they mock you. They tell you that you are not in vogue. They mock your seriousness. Every time you want to read, they begin to laugh at you. If you tell them you are going for all night, they laugh at you. You are going to church, they laugh at you. They are destructive friends. I don't even know what you are doing with them. These are friends that they do not oppose your faith, but they don't respect your faith either. Do you understand? They will not stop you from going to church, but they don't respect the fact that you are a church girl. They speak, because if I respect the fact that you are a church girl, there are things I won't say in your front. There are conversations I will not start because, no, this one at church, but can't. But they don't respect it. They are not stopping. They say, go to your church. When you finish your church, come and meet or let us go there. They mock your faith, sir. They don't respect it. They don't respect your Jesus. When you talk, they say, shut up. They don't respect your value system. Your spirituality is not respected. They don't respect the God you serve. They don't respect your prayer time. Listen, I have non-Christian friends, and when it's time for their own prayer, I have to respect it. I have to respect it. I have mechanics that are Muslims. I have friends that are Muslims. And sometimes we have colleagues that are Muslims. And when it is time for their prayer, don't you respect their prayer time? Do you mock their prayer time? In fact, if a person is a passerby, or the person comes to your place and wants to pray, will you deny him water for ablution? Does that make you a Muslim? You see, we need to understand value system. And when I tell my friends I am going to church, I have service, they respect it. They respect it. That you don't belong to my faith does not mean you should disdain my faith. Does not mean you should disrespect my faith. Are you with me? Everybody cannot be in the medical field. Abi? That you are not a teacher does not mean you should not respect the teacher of your own child. He said, we are doctors and nurses, we save lives. Oh, yeah, go and teach in classroom. Since you are saving life, after saving life, go and teach. We must respect people. Anything that teaches you to respect people is not helping you. It's a bad thing. The destructive thing. I'm telling you, and I'm going to be showing some of those things because these are people that can even journey with you. They will journey with you, but they are not standing with you. They are not standing with you. One of such people in the Bible was Judas. Judas followed Jesus. Followed Jesus. Walked with him. Watched him teach. Heard his preachings. Saw his works. Saw the signs and the wonders. What else do you need to see about a man to be convinced about that man? Judas saw everything. Yet, the vision that Jesus had did not mean anything to Judas. The vision of salvation meant nothing to Judas. Judas, despite all that he saw with Jesus in 3.5 years of ministry, was among those that tried to stop the vision from realizing. So there are people like that. They are your friends. They've been with you. They've seen what you represent. They know the nature of your job. They know that you are on shift sometimes and that you may not be able to pick their call. They know that you're in the class teaching, and that once you're in the class teaching, you cannot answer call. They know. But when they will start calling you during that time, they know, and if you don't pick, when you call them after and say, sorry, I was on shift, they say, now only you they walk, they will mock you. You know what? They follow you, but they don't respect your vision. You tell them, sorry, I was in class. It's a new teacher, serious teacher. They will, I don't know if you have had those kind of friends. They will say things to you, oh, sorry, I was in the meeting. Now only you get meetings, Mr. Serious, Sister Serious. Sorry, I was in church and I couldn't pick your call. Church girl, Assistant Jesus. They will say things to you. They will say things to you. His loyalty for Jesus was not complete. As a disciple, his loyalty was not complete. And such people, let me tell you why it happens. Their own personal greed is stronger than their love for your friendship. They don't understand and value what is called mutuality. They are self-centered people. They are selfish people. All they think about is themselves. The reason why they are close to you is not because they love you, it's because of what they can get from you. As long as you are not adding to them, you are not feeding them, they are not something that will deliver you. They don't want to give to you, they only want to receive from you. They want your protection, but they don't want to protect you. Judas betrayed friendship for personal gain. Sometimes it is said that if they want to hurt you, they will need an insider. Someone that knows you very well, that knows your schedules, knows your timing. Judas was in that category. Let me show you something about Judas. Matthew chapter 26, verse 14 to verse 16. Matthew chapter 26, 14 to 16. One of the 12 called Judas Iscariot went unto the chief priests. He's the one that went there and said unto them, what will you give me? And I will deliver him unto you. And they covenanted with him for 30 pieces of silver. And from that time, he sought the opportunity to betray him. So, It was a betrayal, sir.